Okay, everybody, welcome back. This is the one and only crypto enthusiast Light Liger here, and today I'm coming back from my small hiatus. I had a bit of a busy week, and now I'm back making videos in a frequent basis again. And today, more specifically, we will be focusing on this new blocking platform that is currently on beta. So everything you will be seeing here today is still unfinished. And it goes by the name of Coil. And I've been using it around a week or so now. And I first heard about them on Cointelegraph. There was an article that Ripple was giving them $265 million. And that is in XRP, and that is equating to 1 billion XRP. So they are really believing in this project, the Coil, the platform, and that is a lot of money. So you would expect, like, okay, what is so specifically interesting or unique about Coil in general to make them like an interesting alternative to other blocking platforms out there? So that's what we're going to be figuring out here today. And obviously, I'm not necessarily like against any type of a coin project that exists. I have my reservations about Bitcoin, but I do have reservations on XRP as well. And it's more have to do, as it's mentioned in the article, about Ripple basically manipulating the price and dumping the coins on the market a lot. That's what they've been doing a lot recently. But I'm not really against the community of XRP. I mean, I still hold some, and I can see that it will maybe have a use case now, and it's still like a pretty high TPS, and in like tech-wise, it's not really that bad of a coin. The centralized aspect is just the thing that it kind of makes me a bit sketchy about the project, so I have my reservations. But it doesn't mean that I would stop using Coil as a platform just because of it. So let's talk about Coil. Any of these team members, I don't know, but it's nice to have the LinkedIn pages here and stuff like that. So let's kind of go into the platform. So first of all, it has a very simple design. So it's kind of like this very minimalistic, which is kind of like the thing, sadly, that is going on in today's web development, that white and black, very kind of like a bland design. And you know, it's not necessarily bad because that's something you need on a writing platform. It can't be too complex. Sadly, there is no dark mode on the website. That's something that they truly have to add in a future date. And they have this, basically, this content system here, and they have a subscription model, which is $5 per month, and you get to support your creators by, you know, giving them micro payments. And we're going to be getting into that in a second. But the thing that struck me kind of like a bit odd in the beginning was that this is when you want to actually, let's see if we can actually do this. So this is the front page here, right? And here we have the articles, and you have the following tab, you have the trending tab, top, and there's new, and there's also Twitch. So we're going to be getting into the Twitch in a second, but there's a subscription system on the platform. And the problem that I have here from the get-go is you're asking for credit card payments. And I'm like, why there is no support for XRP? It like doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why can't I buy the subscription with XRP? Isn't this an XRP platform, first and foremost? And there's XRP tip pod integrated into the articles. So this is a extension that you can use. You can see it here in the top bar, and you can get a subscription, and it tells you if a web page is monetized or not. It's basically a Brave browser as a plugin or tipping extension, I guess. That's what we would call it. So basically, when people read my articles, they can basically tip me with the XRP tip bot. I think when you register, you actually get a small amount. Let's see. So here we have the tips and balance. And I think I got like this much when I registered for the first time for the platform. It's not much, but you know, it's a couple of cents. No, it's not even a couple of cents. It's like I don't know, it's the rest of a cent, but you know, it's something, you know, something to get you going. But this is a nice integration. So from the get-go, we already have a model here to basically monetize your articles. And then there's an upvote system, but the problem with the upvote system is that only the people who are subscribed to the platform can only upvote. So there maybe should be an incentive to maybe give the normal people the opportunity to upvote. Maybe have their upvotes being worth of a 1 vote, and you could create that subscribees have a worth of a 10 votes or something like that. So you would create a bit of a hierarchy. If you're not subscribed in the platform, it kind of gives you a bit more, it feels like you're not part of the platform because you can't really engage with it without paying. And there's also, let's go into the actual interface. So everything like looks about here, like reading it and everything, it's actually nice. You can also choose a picture on the top, that you can support links and everything like that. From like basic layout, it's not too bad. And here we have an article that I've been writing. So here I have header image, and there we have the title, which we can write blah, 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 blah. And there's a lorem ipsum. But the cool thing, which I haven't actually seen in other platforms, is that you can add a part in the article which is only for subscribers only. So the text here appears blah, 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 blah. You can only see this part by being a subscriber. So you could do giveaways, or maybe you give, I don't know, some types of codes, and, you know, give away any information. I mean, basically, if it was a porn site, you could put some nudes there or whatever. I mean, I don't know if that is actually in the terms of service, though. I don't think they allow that type of a content. I'm not sure, but that would be a good way to basically incentivize the people to subscribe, to say they could see rest of the content. But I mean, I don't personally like subscribe, even if it's a $1 a month, to a lot of these newspapers, which I don't basically read at all, but some people do read The Guardian, and, you know, people have these web versions of, you know, magazines and newspapers basically these days, and I don't think that many people subscribe to them. But I mean, if you are a patron of sorts, you can basically have the opportunity to basically support these people, and you can also donate to them with the XRB tip bot. And the layout and everything seems nice, and obviously you can also link in when we go to our profile here. Here's a couple of articles that I wrote. I wrote this today, my HB wallet review, so if people want to check it out, and obviously the video on the channel. And then you can also have subscriber only posts, which is nice. But I think it's not on this page, but actually on the settings. So you can indeed link different things on the thing. So we have, my YouTube is now, if you're watching me right now in YouTube, you can tip me some XRP with the tip bot because I'm now verified. And you can also add a meta description to the head section, and basically you can make the websites also monetized. This is actually a really nice thing, because when we look at the option of Brave, the problem with Brave is you need to have HTTPS in your website in order to get verified. And there's some other limitations that do exist there with Brave. And also the uphold system takes a lot of cuts, and withdrawal fees are pretty insane. With this one, it goes directly to your TipBot account, where you can withdraw for very, very, very low price, obviously. So people can a lot more directly support people who have their things linked up to the Coil platform or the Coil YouTube. But kind of like wrapping this beta review up, everything that I said here and criticized obviously is still a beta product. It's just like 2 weeks when that announcement was made. They don't have a distribution in place. I'm pretty sure that they're going to be adding some type of a system where you might get upvotes and you get Ripple from that, XRP from that. There can be some featured articles get XRP rewards. There can be many things. I'm believing that they will distribute some of that money down to the publishers. They will make some type of an advertising model or something that basically distributes the wealth in the platform. I think that is truly the thing that is actually going to be happening on Coil. And because of that, if that happens, I'm not saying that they do that, that could be really a good way to make people join this platform instead of like Medium, which it doesn't really make you money. And we have obviously Steam, but Steam is also, it's a platform where it's like very inconsistent. Will I get paid or will I not get paid? It's a lot about those curators. So the XRB tip bot is one of those easier ways to tip people. I don't know how many users actually have it, But what I'm saying here is that there is potential with this platform if they go on. There's some tweaks that they need to do. You can't use bullet points in the platform, so developers are watching. Please add that. Please add night mode. Those two things I would like to see. And maybe there should be more categories here. Maybe there should be a tax system also at the same time. Maybe I'm interested in reading only cryptocurrency things or cooking recipes, as we just take a peek on that. But that is pretty much my breakdown of Coil's beta version. I will be posting some of my articles here in the future and seeing if the platform will grow and will I get tips and so on. It will remains to be seen. But I will bid you farewell and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers and thanks for watching.